This is the review of the RC Logger 1IS, I believe. It's a Mode 3 type transmitter, which means it's more or less opposite of the 2X. Here it is, right here. 7.4 volt, 350 milliamp. It's got a number 3 type low-C plug-in on it. Look how small the batteries is. It has regular, it's got beginner, expert, and acro, and I'm going to show you 2 of those today. So I'm going to put the camera on my hat, so to speak. The last couple of times my videos exceeded 15 minutes, so bear with me. So here it is, we putting the battery in. Hope I got it right so you can see it. I usually put it in, it's a little hard to line up, so I got this popsicle stick that I just kind of try to do it with. I was flew it once today. No, I never did go look. Nah, every time I go over there, they ain't at home or something, or the kid acts up or something. I'm trying to do a review for YouTube on this thing. Maybe I can start getting some free items. I was supposed to be getting some batteries. I hadn't got them yet, so. And this thing here is backwards. It's called a RC 1I Logger. It's an acro mode type. That's in the easy mode there. It's a tough little thing. This guy had them on eBay, and he had it make a best offer. So I offered him $21, and the case itself here cost, like $75. And he had a buy it now at $25.99, so I bought one buy it now and so I got 2 of them for less than $50 mailed to the house with the case. So I was kind of digging that. Now here's the second mode. Now in that second mode, it'll get down, it'll go places. But that third mode, unless you really know how to fly, you're in up creek with it.
Oh yeah.
But I figured out. I emailed him last night, and he sold me 2 batteries, 4 more motors, and I think 8 more props for $25 shipped. I really didn't have the money, but I couldn't pass up on a deal like that.
Oh yeah.
Because these batteries is like $15 a piece.
Right.
And time you do find them and pay for shipping and everything, so he's a pretty good old boy. I'm trying to learn to be backwards, since I'm used to what they call a number 2 mode transmitter, and this is a number 3. It's basically the same, but the knobs are switched backwards. They make a number 1 or number 2, but I tell you, this thing's got some good range for just 2 AAA batteries in the remote. And like I said, in that acro mode, oh man, there's not enough room. I think they should have fixed it to where you could have changed modes on the transmitter. It's got it. I believe the next model did. I think the reason I got this at such a decent price is I got the first model,
Right.
and the next one. See, I bashed them a little bit. They pretty tough. Yeah, if I can just figure out what's going on with it. I'm trying to get it in this YouTube review and crap, stuff. It's really good. I watch a lot of stuff and I learn a lot from it. And there's actually some pretty good old boys on there. I just got to learn how to edit.
Right.
I hadn't learned to do that yet.
I know about all that.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can get a few things going. My big copter I had out here the other night, for some reason I got it out. And one of the motors was grinding like it didn't want to work. So I kind of messed with it a little bit, you know, and while it was still running, I cut the TX, the remote off, and now the remote control don't do anything, and when you plug a battery up, one motor goes wide darn open. And there's nothing on YouTube or nothing about it. It's a Tech Toys Aerodrome. I think more or less it's a copy. You know, a lot of them, they'll make one, then all of a sudden there's 5 variations of it. Well, this one here is the only one I ain't seen no variation of. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird name too, RC Logger. And see, once it gets to going, it's gone. It's hard to... My brain keeps swapping back to the number 2 mode. And I got so used to flying the number 2 mode style of transmitter. And I forget sometimes what I'm doing. There's a lot of guys that they swear by this, and in Japan, they're mode 1. It's totally backers to me. There ain't no way I could even think about it. And I think when I was in there with the house, I think I got the trim buttons wrong. Yeah, it ain't hard to do, especially when you got these little TXs that's like a Game Boy or something. Right. I'm new to this crap. When I was younger, shoot, something like this right here had been $800,000-$900,000. Easy. Now see, it's got a good hover. Yeah. I about got it set now, I believe. Look at that. And they got it where they put cameras on these things here too to make it that FPV. I actually found one I figured I'd already let it down. Any bad move, and all of a sudden, fast as this thing is, it'd be in that tree. But that one copter of mine that messed up, I mean, that thing's this big. I mean, it's a big one. And I don't know. I was thinking about, since I like Sima, I can buy the motherboard that goes inside of it for a Sima. And I was thinking about just converting it over to a Sima, since I got a Sima remote, and just still have the copter, but it'd be a Sima. Yeah, might work. You ain't got a soldering gun, do you? I got one, but I don't know where the heck it's at. I let people borrow stuff years ago to family, and that's the worst thing you can do, let family borrow something. Right. Or it is in my family. Now see, these buttons are supposed to be acro or what you call it, a flip mode, and I can't figure it out. And this is about the only spot here that ain't got no darn trees up through here. Right. You off work today?
I'm going in here in a couple hours.
Are you?
Yeah, we're about midnight.
Oh heck, it's getting that little unstable. It's got a pretty good flight time to be with such a little battery. You see how little that battery was?
What's that?
The battery for this. I ain't never seen a battery this little.
Damn. Can't be too big if it fits inside that little thing.
What it is 2 small batteries stacked on top of one another. And I guess that's what helps it. I'm going to try to land it here and see if I can show you the acro moves here. They actually got legs and all, and they got some of these that's bigger too, the bigger version. Now here's the crazy mode here. I'll probably have to wind up chasing it. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of gas. See, if it's way up in the air, I believe you might could do something with it. I gotta drop. Yeah, it'd be gone, because this thing here, I'm put it back in granny mode, I call it, the easy mode. I usually fly it in that middle gear, but this one here you can kind of, it's a little slower at the yaw. I was gonna see if I could get it to do this. They got one called a Dromeda Ominous or a Alien, and it's a dancer. And when you put it in this granny mode, the remote control ain't got as much range.
Right.
I guess it blocks the range. It shows some guys on there, I mean, they really getting down with this little thing.
I bet. You get it down, you know, get practice a little bit. Do some cool tricks with it, I bet.
Yeah, oh man, they'll do what they call, see, what is it? It'll go towards you and come back. I mean, it just, like it'll go like, it's like, woo, 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 woo. And there's one called a XK252. The arms on it aims up. The battery's dead, or it come unplugged. It's freaking awesome. But I figured for heck, for what I give for it, and it flies good, you know, there's no way to beat it.